Hello, everyone. Welcome to Building Bridges, a show where our aim is to be a conduit to making connections through informal yet productive conversations. My name is Mary Linda Wyche, and I'm your host. My hope is that the time we spend together will provide you with a bridge that you have been looking for. So with that said, let's jump right into today's conversation by introducing Reverend J. Allen Chandler. Reverend Chandler is a native of Baltimore, Maryland. He was educated at Howard University and the Howard University School of Divinity. He is currently completing a Doctor of Ministry degree at Lancaster Theological Seminary. He, along with his wife, Lisa Chandler, organized and established Abiding Faith Ministries Incorporated in 2011, which has had amazing growth by becoming a bridge for many during these unprecedented times. Thank you for joining us today. Reverend Chandler, please briefly share with us about your journey to establishing Abiding Faith Ministries.
Linda, thank you for having me. Honestly, establishing Abiding Faith Ministries began at Howard University School of Divinity in my ministry and contextualization class. We were tasked with building a ministry contextually by creating a name, logo, bulletin, draft programs. So I contextualized Abiding Faith Ministries in that class, and some 12 years later, God manifested what he inspired me to contextualize through that class.
Oh, isn't that amazing? Because of the global pandemic, people of faith were particularly impacted. We all had to learn to do things in completely new ways. We were separated, instructed to stay home, to not gather together, but to socially distance from one another. AFM became a connection, so to speak, and what you've offered was what was missing in our lives at that time. Can you highlight some of the ways your ministry became that bridge?
Since our inception, we've conducted daily prayer conference calls in which we believe in the power of prayer and that one prayer can change everything. During the pandemic, the conference call never stopped, but with the shutdown of in-person worship service, we began to provide virtual worship moments through Zoom that have grown and stretches throughout the eastern United States and as far away as California. One other critical component that we added was Tuesday evening session that we called the Inspiration Cafe. In the cafe, it's a safe place where folk are able to come to just share their hearts, their issues, cares, and concerns throughout the pandemic. Some evenings there are interactive teaching moments similar to Bible study, and other evenings simply involve sharing of poetry, songs, and other inspirational activities. We want to provide a place where folk could be free to cry, to laugh if they wanted to, but most of all to just be themselves as a means of escape from the constant bad news of the difficult times.
I understand that you've also released your first published work of prayers and inspirational words of encouragement. Is that correct?
Yes, it's a book was published and released by Covenant Books in December of 2020. This book began as a series of emails that I wrote and shared each day to a mailing list of prayer call conference participants and other friends and families for the first 5 years of those conference calls. God impressed upon me not to lose those writings, so I saved every email and then began to research when God impressed it upon my heart to do so, to publish those writings. I found the right publisher, and the book is here and now currently being worked to become an audiobook.
Okay.
As I recall, this only includes the first 2 years, so potentially there could be another volume or two. We'll just wait to see what God says.
That's wonderful, and it sounds like your ministry continues to provide that bridge that helps others maneuver through these tumultuous times, and we are so grateful. How can our audience connect with you, Reverend Chandler?
We can be reached through our website at abidingfaithministries.org or via email at abidingfaithministries@verizon.net, or joining our prayer conference calls Monday through Friday at 6:15 in the morning at 516-253-3134.
Well, thanks again for joining us today, and we look forward to building bridges right here again soon. Sometimes we need a bridge, and sometimes we are a bridge. I'd like to say to our audience, my name is Linda Wyche, and I wish you all a very happy Valentine's Day.